I'm Princess Abumer. Welcome to the 2016 Pulse Music Roundtable. Seated at my far right is Ayomide Tayo, Pulse Gist editor, a music critic, and the host of Music 360. Seated right next to me is the lovely Dami Elebe. Hi, Dami.
Hi.
Dami is an on-air personality at Beat FM and also a scriptwriter. Seated on my left is Joey Akan, music editor at Pulse Nigeria. And seated at my far left is Lanre Onipede, popularly known as Elbama. He is the MTV Bass Music and Talent Manager. All right, today we're going to be looking at the top 10 artists of 2016. We're also going to be looking at the albums of the year and 5 unforgettable moments in the music industry. All right, let's start with the top 10 artists of the year. In this category, we're going to be looking at their year in review. We're going to be looking at the awards they got, the endorsements, and their relevance to the industry. Right now, at the top of my list is Tiwa Savage.
Is that the top of your list, like that's top person or top of your
Well,
list? Like?
in no order, because we will be ranking them over here.
Okay.
Yes. Ayo had a look when I mentioned Tiwa Savage. Why was that?
Yeah, I think Tiwa they don't look well. Tiwa did well. If you look at the circumstances, personal circumstances, she bounced off that very well. Signed a deal with Rock Nation. Not a bad year for her.
Got a Pampers endorsement deal.
Yes.
Got a Pampers endorsement deal. Hey, not bad. Not everybody does. You don't see Jay-Z every
She
day.
did the US tour.
Aha.
She had the US.
Yeah, it was a decent year. More than a decent year for Tiwa Savage.
She shot 3 great videos this year. Some really made a lot of impact. I think it's not easy getting off the scene and coming back that way. I think she tried, and she's been very successful at it. I think we have to give her credit. She's done very well, and I think we need to give her a round of applause.
And her album was pretty good too.
Yeah,
Very nice album.
Were there any standout tracks for you guys on that album?
If I start to talk, definitely.
The very first time I heard the album, I remember when I heard that song. The moment I heard it, I actually called her. I said, "Look, Tiwa, I have to shoot a video to this song. You just have to." And for me, I think Clarence did a great job shooting it. It did well for me. You know, I think Tiwa, she really went all out. That was the only song that stood out for me.
For me, it's actually Rewind. It's not a lot. She did similar thing in Emina though, but this one was special because it was special for obvious reasons, of course, the personal issues and everything. So it was both nostalgic and also, bittersweet.
Clarence still killed the video too.
Yes, that was a very good video. Very good video.
So in the end, it's
Basically, it seems Tiwa didn't do any wrong in 2016. Well, apart from you know what, but hey, even when she bounced back with the video, the interview, and again, just to have that, to maintain that height, is unbelievable.
Yeah. If I start to talk, did very well. It did come out at the very right point
It's the life of
of her life. Exactly.
After that whole thing.
It just took a turn. It turned into a big sub.
Yeah.
And but then yes, it did very well. Based on all of that, knowing who else is on the list, I would gladly put Tiwa Savage at number 10. Gladly.
Yes.
I mean, this...
Okay.
Are we
this-
changing it now? Are we
No,
going to change
we're
it
not
later?
changing now. We just want to put them on the list.
Looking at this list, honestly, I think Tiwa should be in the top 5.
Eh.
I
Tiwa
think
should be
so.
top 5.
And I'll explain why. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so. So,
Okay.
Tiwa top 5.
shall we just put
Yeah.
Tiwa number
Let's
5?
just put her for
and then
now.
see where we move
You
this
can put her at number 5, but
But top 5.
I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
Let's go proceed.
Top
That's
5.
how it goes
Shall
first.
we?
Because that's some strong
Okay.
names here.
All right.
Okay.
So now the next person that I'm about to mention, she literally gave Tiwa Savage a run for her money.
King Yemi.
If not took the money.
Yes, Yemi Alade.
Yeah.
All right.
King Yemi and Adia.
King.
Yes, for the second year in a row, she won Best Female in Mamas.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was also nominated for BET Africa.
International Artist Award or
Yes.
African International Artist Award, the African segment.
Africa, yes.
Yes, she did
She didn't
very
complain
well.
when
She's
she
had
didn't.
sold out shows all across Africa and outside Africa.
Yeah.
She got an endorsement deal recently last week for a hair deal
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
She
So like
got a
that.
few endorsements. She's
But
done some
outside
stuff
of that
with-
hand, there was another very big endorsement with an oil company.
Yes, with an oil company. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's done very well.
Placing her on an
Revolt
international.
TV called her the Queen of Afrobeats. That's
Yeah.
a huge cosign.
A lot of
That's a huge cosign.
good Pan-African collaborations. Everybody wants to work with her, and it's amazing that she has stayed the same with regards to her personality. Still humble and quiet, very respectful. A lot of people that haven't reached quarter of what she has achieved would have
No scandals.
She's level, yeah, exactly. No scandals.
Yes, she's been scandal free.
Yeah, and I think management is doing a fantastic job just for her to stay
Keeping
out
her
of
personal life
yeah,
wraps.
yeah, exactly.
Right now, in all this, you've all spoken about her awards, endorsements, relevance. Nobody has
music.
said
Yeah,
her album.
The music.
No,
Okay.
the music itself.
The music,
Music,
okay,
yeah.
in all fairness, I know there was a time, there was a discussion people had and they were like basically saying that Yemi's music has been the same, nothing really out of the ordinary. However, I know when she did the Africa track with the
Sauti
Soul, yes.
a lot of people actually, especially in the eastern part of Africa, they actually made fun of her because of the dialect or pronunciation of the dialect. However, the song was everywhere. The song did grow everywhere. And even when she performed it at the Mamas, everybody was singing along to it. And Sauti Soul being the biggest group in Africa right now, I think she did well. Yes, she maybe she needs to rebrand or change her style of music. Maybe people are tired of that kind of particular sort of African.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think exactly. But
I feel like
it does bring in the money. Hey.
I feel like she's tapped into the success of Johnny so much
Yes, she's
that
trying to
she's
replicate-
trying to replicate
replicate
it. You know, I know another group that had an issue with this, which
Yeah.
was, of course, the Mavens, when they kept trying to replicate that Dorobuchi success.
Okay.
And I feel like, as an artist, she needs to get to a point whereby she can evolve and give her fans more.
Yeah.
Because she still has that fan base. It keeps growing.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to get to a point whereby it's grown to where it can reach, and then they just wanting more, and you just keep giving them the same
I
thing.
totally
They
agree.
start looking for
I
somebody else.
I totally agree with you, but my issue is when you are releasing a video and you're getting 50 million views.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
so
her most
so
recent
how do you want to
video
explain
as
to Yemi that what
two
she's doing
volumes.
Like what I said,
Bro,
why do you want
yeah.
to change? Why do you want to change your winning formula?
But
Exactly.
But the funny thing
But
is
you have
that
to look. It's winning. It looks like it's winning. Of
Yeah.
course, on
Definitely.
paper, it's winning.
It is.
The financials say it's winning.
Yeah.
But you have to
The
also have to
numbers.
look at how that puts the impact of the songs. Locally, I don't think Yemi Alade has any local hit
like
in this country.
in this list right now.
In this country, Yemi Alade has no local hits. Look at the album. Name one song of hers in this country that people would say, okay, this was a standout hit song from Mama Africa album in this country.
Joey, nice one,
Yes.
because if you look at this list right here, Yemi Alade is the only one that didn't have a hit song.
Yes, at all.
In
At all.
2006,
I think she
In Nigeria.
Nigeria.
I think branding does a lot of work for
branding
her.
is excellent.
Branding does a lot of work for her, and then they have their numbers right in terms of the digital part and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But in terms of the content it's showing. I think it's showing. It's showing, and then and it's content like the basics of everything.
I think the
At
rest
some
of
point, the
Africa,
band
the rest of
stops
Africa is
working.
in love with
Yemi
Yemi Alade.
Alade.
Nigeria
And in
is
Nigeria, we are looking at, okay, we are over this.
But then,
exactly.
like you said, it was a winning formula because by the time she did Johnny in French,
Yeah.
she started getting
She opened herself
everybody
to a new crowd.
Exactly, and that new crowd seems to just be working.
It's working,
It's
and
everything
it's
she
working for her,
gives them.
she
they're
can't stop
taking
it because she wants to.
But then, is she going to
appease Nigeria.
totally ignore the Nigerian segment?
Let's
That
wait.
is-
That's
that is-
the big
that's
question for her.
true.
That's the big question
How
for
long?
her.
How long is that gonna last?
Yeah,
If she keeps ignoring the Nigerian segment, because I miss wanting to be on air and wanting to play a Yemi Alade song. I miss that.
But-
I don't want her song to be in a situation of because it's scheduled. And I just thought about it. She does have this really nice song with Mikasa, but I really need Yemi Alade to give us a
I
hit.
actually had a discussion with the management the other time regarding the same issue, and one of the excuses they were giving, or one of the plans, is to take people back to what she started as. That's why she released the song "Want You" with Malik Berry.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
she's trying to go back to that style to remind people that, look, I've got your attention now. This is what I
Really,
like to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Once You was an empty song.
It's
You
a
feel
start.
so?
I
Yes.
loved
It's a
it.
start.
Lovely song.
It's a start.
It was an empty
I
song.
loved
I
it.
think it was a mixture of Major Lazer. So she's trying to jump on it.
I was going to say that
think it
Was You
really-
for us. I
it
didn't
was
feel
really-
like Want You
wasn't even for us.
I felt like it
Once
was
is for the UK crowd.
For the UK
Once
market.
is for the UK
There we go
market.
again. Another market.
Yeah,
Another
Once is for the UK market.
Yeah.
So it was for
I feel like she was
for
appealing.
Nigeria, and it wasn't for Nigerians, and that's I don't think she even did try to promote.
what's
it.
Maybe I love it
It's for
because I
the
like
UK.
that sound.
But you know the funny thing
That's
is,
I love
So
that
what's
sound.
and you know why you like the sound, because you are Afropolitan. You have a lot of influences. You can tap into a lot of influences. But the guy in Mushi who wants to listen to a song does not know the Major Lazer sound.
But you know what?
that is a European party sound. That's what it is.
I don't blame Yemi Alade because when she did Gengen Love, lovely song.
Yeah.
It didn't hit.
Nobody really
But
did that
Johnny
time.
hit.
Johnny, yes.
And
from there,
Johnny was
she
really
moved-
basic.
Yes, and she moved on. And look, Africa is giving her all the money she
I don't
wants.
really think she's moved on. Like,
Yeah,
no,
she's
she
not-
did
she's not
that.
moved on.
What's the name of that
I wish I
song?
moved on from us.
She stopped making music for artistry. She's now doing. She's making music for.
Let me just tell you
What
now.
song?
And God forgive me, Yemi Alade. I love you, girl.
I think
That's
that
a
was-
song. That song should be scrapped.
I think that was like her
It
attempt to
should
make.
like cancel, delete.
Also, I think the ghost of Johnny is
Kofi Annan is mine. It was like a play that got too serious.
Eh?
Yeah, that's what I think it is. There's a video
Well, some
to it.
songs,
Like,
there are some songs that you end up recording for the fun of it and you realize that's your biggest hit. It happens sometimes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
but-
does happen. But
like I said, she's- I think she's trying-
Tumbum.
it is the very extremely poor relative of Johnny.
I think she's
Extremely
trying
poor.
to duplicate
Because it was
Johnny.
that whole
She's
jollof
trying
rice
to
thing,
duplicate.
and she's your jollof rice, I'm your beans,
With-
and I'm
with-
just
with-
like, look, I
Even
can't.
all
the
of
video
this now,
itself,
I can't.
like the
With
way
all of this now, it's like she has like two strategies now from what we've just said. She has the part where she's trying to pander to the international market, and then on the home front, she's duplicating Johnny.
Okay.
Unsuccessful.
So,
All right.
So where do we put her? What is this? Based on what we've said.
I think if you give her a 10,
But in terms of awards, power moves, relevance on the continent.
Very
you know,
I think you should put her in like a 6 or 7.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Based on awards won, she should be above Tiwa.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she should be.
She should be like maybe 4.
Which
Let's
is
just
why
say that.
Tiwa
based on the business moves and all of that.
which
stuff.
is why this number 5 is not so great after all, is it?
Okay, so should we put for now? Let's
for
just put
now,
them
I'm not going to. I'm not settled with that yet.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, me a day.
Okay, so next on the list,
It's the big boy.
he made history at the start of the year, signing an international deal, which everyone was surprised to see, seeing as he was very comfortable and didn't seem to really need it. So we're talking about
Who
David
doesn't need
O.
money?
OBO.
Baddest.
Don't try to test me, buddy.
Crazy now.
So what do you think about David O's year in review? Because more or less the delayed album, the delayed EP, finally the EP comes, fans' reactions to the EP.
I think.
Here's
Okay.
okay.
I think he could have done more because we're waiting for you.
Yeah.
You
For
we
so
need your
long.
second album. And the biggest thing apart from your baby mama issue was you signing to Sony. And the EP came and I felt like, nah.
Yeah.
guy.
Okay, but here's the thing. Now, I think the EP has started growing on people. Because this rap with Narcissi coolest kids in Africa,
I
if you
think-
really ask me, it's growing on people. Even Bagbe, she's growing on people. Even how long? You got people like
I love How
Taraji P.
Long.
Henson recognizing
I
that
think
song.
he shot the first single was wrong. But maybe she shouldn't have been the first
It
single.
should not have been the first.
If he went to
one.
Nasty C,
But he had to. But he had to. For Babushi, I can understand Babushi. Babushi is intrinsically Nigerian. It is for us. It's for the street.
I don't think that's the
and
best-
then Davido wanted. Davido's been away for so long. We had a conversation when he was trying to launch the video, and like he's been away for so long. No, everybody's saying his stock has dipped, and then. He has to appeal to his core market. One is core fans.
Yeah.
The guy on the street screaming, Davido.
but I don't think
that's
that's-
the person.
I don't think that song
Although
was
it
the
wasn't
best.
bad,
What
it
should I release?
wasn't the best.
I'm
Because
sure
it
he
could have
has,
been how long?
no,
How
I'm,
long-
no,
how long
I'm
is
sure
it?
Davido
How long
has
is
better
it?
songs in his hard drive. Yeah, better than Bagwell.
But guess
So,
what? He's not a
but okay.
Sony recording artist. He has an A&R
Yes,
backing him. He
yes.
has a vocal.
So maybe
So
they can
based on what it is that he put out on the EP, Bagwell seemed to be the
Right.
best single
To
he
push
could
out
have
first.
Yeah, push
released
out.
Yes,
first.
obviously for
You
the
know,
Ghana market. But
obviously my favorite song is How Long. I
love How Long.
love that song.
Fantastic
I
video.
love the
Yeah.
direction of How
Love
Long.
Simple.
it.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
the reality is that
And it touched, when I heard Davido on that track, what it did for me was I heard the Sony music.
influence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
I didn't hear
International
David
exposure.
exactly. I didn't
Yeah.
hear Davido. I heard somebody that you could throw into the billboards.
Yeah,
Do
you
you
could just,
understand?
you could
But
make
I
it.
heard that song could make it into
That's
the
something go
billboards.
wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it was
doesn't.
absolutely just amazing.
they can't fault
You know,
it.
even the auto tune that they did for Davido, they did not overdo
Do
it.
it.
Everything
Yeah.
just sounded
Yeah.
right.
Everything came together.
Bagbeoshi, the only reason I don't like it, I know it's not because of the whole drama that is going on between
I
him
don't
and
care
Pi.
about the drama.
It's not the drama. I just do not see Davido's sound
It's not
doesn't
dancehall.
go
Yeah.
with reggae.
But he did.
Dancehall,
But he actually tried.
whichever
He
one.
did it, bro.
He tried, but it just
The first time I heard that song, I said Davido should not do dancehall. Then when I found out that Pipe did that song, and I listened to
was like
Pipe
very
version, I
surprised.
said, okay, now we know.
You know, immediately the Pipe thing came out, it was just a, oh, that's
see
why.
now.
But I just feel like if Davido didn't do, if that reggae thing wasn't in it and there was something else in it, I feel like that song might have been more than what it is now.
Yeah,
Him
I
and
agree.
reggae and
but both songs
dancehall
are
didn't
actually
go.
on, even to check on TV and radio charts. Both songs, How Long Ago You are on the charts.
Yeah.
I think it's, I think what makes me respect Davido so much is the fact that he doesn't have to do this.
He doesn't.
That is what drives me crazy. Like, this boy doesn't have to do, but you can tell his passion, and the boy works.
Once you take
And
it,
then
to
he,
the next level.
he tried his best actually.
No
During,
matter what you do, even Coolest Kids in Africa, that song is banging.
That's a fantastic song. That is
And
Three songs in 3 months.
he did well by featuring Nasisi, who is looking like one of the
star.
biggest.
The rising
That
star
guy's
right
on fire.
now.
He's
He
so
is.
on fire.
He
He's
is.
one of the biggest rappers right now
Yeah.
in the continent. And everybody seems, you listen to Nasisi and he feels very mature, even though
He's 19.
19.
I don't
So
understand.
it's nice that he featured Nasisi in it.
Sure.
You get the Nigerian market that love that kind of sound. You get the South African market that love Nasisi, and then you get all the Africans in between. So yes, Davido has not done anything wrong except for insulting Dele Momodu and his baby mama issues.
But why did you need to see that part of the club to the song?
But that's, yeah, that's why.
I don't think it was
That's
wrong.
the
For that, I don't think it was wrong. I don't think it was
Oh,
wrong
wrong.
because the video took so long to drop a single, but
Yeah.
to drop his singles. But guess what? All the features he subsisted on, all the
He talked about his life.
He talked about
Like-
his life. He talked about Dele Momodu. I
Like,
literally
the
have
best-
to even. That's a genius move. That's a genius
Can
move
I
for
tell you
him.
Davido's best line of 2006?
Delena, my boy.
No,
that wasn't
no, be by force to go Dubai. Nah, wait till-
That's the part. That's the part.
Anyway,
I was like,
Then when Bad Bado Baddest comes on,
And then he gets to that part.
everybody's
Everybody, Delena, my boy. Everybody keeps
Delena,
screaming,
my
Delena,
You
my
know?
boy. Delena,
So
my
it's just
Davido,
like-
I think it's a genius move. I think it's a genius move. It's like taking care of what that stuff went viral, and then
Very
the fact that
viral.
he could
Yeah.
translate, he could commoditize that drama for profit. That's genius.
I feel so bad for Dele Momodu for not actually
Like,
making something out of it.
I feel bad
At the
for
end of the
his
day, I feel like he should have maybe put Davido in front of Ovation or something.
I feel-
Let all
I
of
feel
us
bad
just
for-
milk each other.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Davido milked Dele Momodu to the core.
I feel bad for Dele Momodu's kids because when they have to go to the clubs,
Who knows? Who knows if they are the ones jamming the song or requesting for the song?
Dele na my boy.
when they play the song at home, and Jelle does look like the song.
Or maybe when their father annoys them. Or maybe when their father annoys them, they go into their room and they're like, Dele na my boy.
All right, so where are we putting David?
I think David will stop for.
Yeah, I totally agree because
Stop.
if not for anything for his international recording deal,
I guess you
think
just
the
put
boys
him
should
at
be
number
like
3 for
3,
now.
4 now.
And then it's
Finally, Dami agrees on something.
No, I said put him there for now because we're still going to wipe some people that are still on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, there are only 2 other names there. Sorry.
All right, so the next person on the list right now, he is on an international flex.
Pablo.
God.
Pablo.
Wizkid.
Starboy.
spiritual.
So, did anyone else notice how throughout this year, Wizkid hasn't really put out any
Official
original?
single.
It's been remixes, refixes, features,
Features, collaborations,
collaborations.
but nothing of his.
Yeah.
In terms of Shaba, who's like, which
That
is like
tells
a
you.
wicked.
That tells you
He's staying power right
exactly.
now. man.
Yes.
It's phenomenal.
Was final this year or last year?
Last year,
Last
very
year.
last
Last
year.
year.
December
Okay.
last year.
Last
December
year.
last year.
So he did nothing for himself. And why Wizkid's on?
What do you mean he did not for
He
himself?
did nothing in terms of
Like
personal
release-
work,
Personal-
releases.
Yeah.
But in terms of every other thing,
I think-
the relevance, awards,
I think when
power
you-
moves,
when you're-
deals, everything. Wizkid is single-handedly
Okay, wait,
pushing
let's-
the glasses.
let's-
in here.
Can I just need to get this off my chest.
Okay.
Let it go.
Please.
If anybody that sits down in a room with Wizkid is watching this, which you probably are, Wizkid, you are a very wicked person. You are wicked.
How? What do
You are very wicked. This boy could single-handedly take Nigeria, the country,
To
and
the highest level.
slap it on any music chart.
Yeah.
All he had to do was completely set sail on the success of One Dance. That's all I needed him to do. I needed him to get a management that he listens to, that you listen to. Because I don't know, the people around you, I don't know if you listen to them. People you actually listen to, that's number one. I needed you to get a writer because Elelele is not going to work anywhere else but the people that have been buying Elelele before. Let's just accept that one. And I needed you to just put yourself out there as an international artist. Take things seriously. When you're hired for something, go there. You know, I needed you to go from Wizkid to Wizman.
Okay,
you don't need to change the name.
Here's the thing.
It's great that you had a wonderful year. I just needed Wizkid to do more.
Okay, first off, let's trace it back.
Yes.
Regarding songwriting, thanks to Shay, but those that knew in-house, when you listen to One Dance, the kind of terms Drake was using, even the album, you could tell Wizkid had it.
Yes.
Even the song with Rihanna, good for you. You could hear what part of it is like Kakok Bombas, and I'm like, that is Wiz.
Yeah.
So he co-produced. He co-wrote One Dance and some of the songs on the album. And even till at the Grammys, he was one of the given credit as one of the writers.
Of course.
Wizkid was nominated as a songwriter and producer
for the Grammys.
For the Grammys. He also won 3 awards at the Mamas. He was also BET Best Worldwide Act.
MTV.
You know, so
But you see, the thing is, at the end of all of this, I didn't want a situation whereby he loses that opportunity
okay, here's the thing.
to not struggle to be the person he needs to be.
The question is, everybody keeps asking, and nobody has really come out to say that Wizkid, what was the reason for not appearing on Drake's One Dance music video?
Yeah.
There's some certain rumors speculating, which I don't want to believe, and I don't.
The funny thing about Wizkid's
You want to turn it off?
Wizkid's year has been very exceptional. We have made very sloppy mistakes.
Sloppy.
The thing with Weekend taking Starboy, annoying.
Like,
I'm
driving.
No, but actually,
biting my mouth.
Larry, let's hear your view on that, because there's some people who argue in the United States and the United Kingdom and say that the markets are different. Like the people listening to The Weeknd and deep into The Weeknd are not the same people who are deep into Wizkid.
So my question is, if that's the case, then why did The Weeknd allegedly steal the term Starboy?
That's number one.
Because if Wizkid actually incorporated his label, The Weeknd would have no right. I don't know if he did, I don't know. But assuming he did, Weeknd has no right to say Starboy. Because Weeknd can't come out and say he just came up with the word. Hello? Why
If you Google Starboy now, you see Weeknd. You're not saying Wizkid.
Yep.
Exactly. Because Starboy, based on Wizkid's influence and impact this year alone, I'm coming from last year, you could tell The Weeknd didn't just wake up and come up with that term. Because trust me, I was in America when One Dance was released, and I can tell you, everybody just went wild.
Let's not forget Weeknd is Canadian and he's a friend of Drake.
Exactly.
Let's not forget.
So
that's
that's
like
Drake.
He was under his
label
Drake.
moment.
So like a prodigy for a
it's
minute.
very tricky. So The Weeknd can't come and tell us he came up with that.
Cannot do that. And then I think another thing we need to realize is that when Starboy did come out, he ended up being #1 in 80 countries, including Nigeria. So that tells you that yes, people in Nigeria still listen to The Weeknd.
Yes.
They listen to Starboy. And it's annoying that now we have to, I don't want a situation whereby, you see, this is the situation I really wanted to avoid for Wizkid. And I'm fighting for Wizkid like as if I had a hand in his career, which I really did not. But I told somebody just a few days ago when they say, who do you think is one of the biggest Nigerian artists ever? And when I said Wizkid, he was like, Femi, Fela. I said, they're on the list. But aside from those people, who else has taken Nigeria to the musical map of the world the way this guy has done it? And he did not just touch, not just this generation. It's not generation anymore. I think a lot of times we keep looking at generation because, these guys are so awesome, classic music. Let's leave all that aside and be honest. Wizkid is one of the biggest Nigerian artists ever. Period. There's nothing, and no artist in Nigeria ever has ever been on a song that has been #1 everywhere. Everywhere.
No.
So Wizkid had the opportunity to not just be the biggest Nigerian artist, but to be one of the biggest artists in the world. It's one thing to be labeled as a Nigerian artist. It's another thing for you just to be labeled as an artist. I needed Wizkid to transfer from that person. I needed him to transform. Like, I needed it so bad because I'm such a big fan of somebody who's come from nowhere to everywhere. I needed him to do that, and he did not take the opportunity that he had. It was given to him on a platter of gold, and now you don't want a situation whereby 2017 comes and Wizkid is not struggling to be an African artist but still struggling to be international when you had the opportunity in your hands. we had a Nigerian artist on Billboard.
That's
It wasn't number 20, it wasn't number 80, it wasn't anywhere.
And he had a huge shot.
Still on the
Number
charts,
one.
and he was number 1 everywhere.
And he's on the Grammy too.
He was always nominated for a Grammy. Let's know, but anytime I talk about this, they say, but it's Drake that is nominated. He's nominated for a
His
Grammy.
name was there on the official
Chris
list.
Brown. European tour with Chris
Yeah.
Brown.
Roberto
You
Chris
know?
Brown.
Yeah,
And-
let's
Done collabos with Alicia Keys, unreleased Sean Paul, unreleased. Possibly, I don't know how true it is, possibly with Rihanna, and so many more. He has a track featuring Chris Brown, 3 songs, French Montana. Are you kidding me?
Those
Yeah.
are big
And
boys in Yankee, man.
In the UK, everybody knows that the top slot in the UK is like the biggest whole alert of music ever. You don't last on UK
Yep.
charts.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
last. This song can be here this week
Next
and
week.
can be
Next
gone
week.
next week. But One Dance stayed there for weeks,
Yeah.
breaking a record.
Anytime you ask an
So,
international artist,
I mean-
which artist would he or she like to collaborate with, he will tell you Wizkid.
Wizkid,
And
Aside
just
from-
with the dinner,
yep.
yeah?
Aside from not taking the opportunities that he should have, Wizkid has had one of the best years of any Nigerian artist.
Yeah.
With that being said,
Amazing.
can he be at number 1?
Can you just stay there?
Yeah, Pablo,
Let us
let's
stay there.
give Pablo
Let's
some
give
put him there at number
Let's
one.
go.
Hang it,
But-
hang it
Right.
right there.
Yeah.
Wizkid.
Yeah.
Okay, next on the list, he
Pato.
is a reggae dancehall star. Took a little while for him to release his album, but it is
wow.
here now. Pato Rankin.
Pato Rankin gets me emotional.
I noticed. I was going to come to you first, Joey.
Like every time, Pato Rankin gets me emotional because I know grass to grace stories are becoming cliche, but Pato Rankin's story is special. From Alubarika down to what he has done, and then you know how dancehall is. The key thing about Pato Rankin's career is because dancehall is a very, very volatile style to use in this industry. It never lasts. Dancehall artists they never
Since so
they never
many-
go past 2
Yeah.
years.
Since
They
so
never go
many-
past. But Pato Rankin did it in 2014, moved into 2015, did it again, and then this year he's done it again. Album out, the deal with the vodka company, and then how he did it is what gets me, what kills me because he democratized dancehall. He's doing a song, he's doing a high life song, Make 'em, and then he's still delivering. He's doing everything, and it's working.
Don't forget,
And so
don't forget
that's
the
it.
telecoms deal
The
as well.
telecoms deal as well.
Yeah.
Money with blending with everybody. Pato Rankin did it the way it should be done.
And you know, I know that everybody had a big issue seeing him as one of the coaches for The Voice.
The voice, yeah.
Everybody had a problem because to
A
them
lot
they're
of people, not
like,
everybody, I was fine
well,
with it.
sorry, a lot of people had a problem. You know, I'm not going to lie, I was one of those. I was
Okay.
like, I'm very certain there are other people that they could have picked to be here.
Like-
I was thinking like, there's Dari. Can't we put Dari up in here? Because I just felt the person should just be vocally, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're sitting in the midst of Waje, who is like,
And it wasn't just even
and
about
then
vocals,
Timmy
also your
Dakolo.
discography.
Yeah, like I just felt like, and that was where Two Face came in. Two Face's discography is like eons,
Forever.
you know.
Never go.
It's like, you know,
than Timmy Dakolo.
and well,
At that time, it was recorded.
Well,
I don't think
but-
Pato's album was out.
but it wasn't out.
no,
But
no.
the truth of the matter is, if they tell you to name top 10 vocalists in Nigeria, Timmy Dakolo is going to enter that list.
Top 10.
And the voice, being that his voice, understandable how Timmy Dakolo would be because he is somebody who's won. You know, a talent hunt show, who's gone on to just keep singing. You know, he might not have made hits, but hey, voice is amazing. So in the midst of that, but he turned out to be one of my favorite coaches.
Yeah, but the show eventually
You
did
know.
let you know how talented he was. Even though at the end of the day, we saw this is why they chose Pato.
You know,
Rankin.
exactly. And you could tell like his maturity level was on a different, you know, base and everything. And to be honest, Pato Rankin's music, that No Kissing has been
The way
my
he
jam
crafts
of
songs,
this year.
you know that this
It
guy-
was just,
This guy is he's not a soft
Yes.
artist. He understands what he wants to do.
He does.
and you
Look
can't
at-
listen to songs like No Kissing and think the lyrical content is not great either. Because when you listen to the song, he's going somewhere. He's telling you something.
Even
He's not telling you one
Money
million
with Fino,
things.
I heard that
One
song.
money
I'm
in
like,
Fino,
oh,
yes, it's
God.
like he does it really
I like
well.
this guy really knows what he's doing. He doesn't just, it's not from top of his head. He sits down and he crafted his album very, very well. And that's why the streets mess with him because it's very relatable.
You know,
Yeah.
funny enough, before I joined Welcome, I think the last question I was asked during the interview before they signed me was like, which artist was going to blow next year? And I just said Pato Rankin. And it came to pass. we did get him an international recording deal with
VP
VP,
Records.
and also his One Mama was last year and this year. Last year was Best New Act. This year was for Song of the Year.
Yeah.
My Mama and everything. The boy, even Patoranking has that thing of you might hear a song first time, you might be like, when the time goes on, it grows on you. It did it with My Mama and everything. It did it with no kissing.
Yeah, I didn't like no kissing.
Yeah, initially, but it did grow on you, you know.
True.
Yeah, and I think that boy, the fact that he's, like you said, he's been around for this long and he's still here, I think that's a long way.
Since he came out with
Malubarika,
Emergency, never looked back.
Yeah.
Never had a bad year.
Yeah.
And then the key aspect also, democratizing everything.
Sure.
Blending into different sounds. See Ghana. No, My Mama, My Everything was a typically a Ghanaian sound.
Yeah, did it.
And then, but in Jamaica, that song is everywhere.
Yeah. And it's really respected among the groups.
And that was,
Yes,
and
yes,
I think
yes.
that's the key thing. Key thing is, being that I was at the Mama Awards for this year, it's different when you're watching. I realized that it's so different when you're watching it at home than when you're there, because then you can see the international crowd, whether they know this artist or they don't know this artist. And songs that naturally they'll be jamming is like how they'll jam Jagaban, and I'll be like, what? And I'm looking at the crowd like, oh, nobody really knows Jagaban here. But Patoranking came out, and Patoranking was not a Nigerian artist.
Yeah.
He's an African artist.
Yeah.
That was when it really hit me that this guy is not just a Nigerian artist anymore. He's now an African artist. He's evolved into that. So he's relatable not just in Nigeria, everywhere. And it's one thing if the elites can listen to you and the masses can listen to you and they get it, you've won. So Patoranking winning.
All right, we're going into another personality who more or less seemed like the prince of radio, Kiss Daniel.
Okay, can I just start? You see this
Go
boy?
for it.
There was a video, I don't know if it was his first single. I saw a video was submitted 2 years ago. It was called Shoye or something. It was Kiss Daniel.
Shoye, yeah.
I liked there was something about him. I just couldn't place it then. I remember even tweeting about it. How do you call yourself Kiss Daniel? But then he released Woju, and I saw it like, okay. Then 2-3 months later, the whole world.
Woju,
I remember industry when I
Yes,
first
yes.
before.
The
I
first-
was like, what is this guy making noise?
The first,
Then by December, everybody was singing Boju.
do you know how funny that industry night was? I was there. Kiss Daniel came on. I'll call him. DJ Spinner was playing.
Yeah.
Kiss Daniel came on. They said Kiss Daniel was performing. White top, white trouser, with the Seekers booth. There were cameras everywhere. Emperor Dizzy, J Worldwide, they had all bought cameras to record that. And then he stood there and he said, okay, let him perform. And then the DJ refused to play his song. He's waited there for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
We still have that clip. We said for it.
Wow.
2 minutes. He was just there looking at the DJ, very embarrassed. And then he started, and when he started, he kept running all around. There was something special about it. You could literally taste it.
Okay, can we say this is one of the few artists that has every single he has released in the past 2 years
Has been a hit back to back.
Like they G Worldwide.
He has a
they know what they're
100%
doing.
record.
He has a 100%.
100% record.
He hasn't
His
failed.
album, for the fact that an artist releases his debut album not
hardly any
featuring anybody
Except
except
his label
his
mate.
label mate,
mate.
only on 2 tracks.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that boy
dope.
deserves to be respected.
And he had a remix with whiskey, but like now.
And then the funny thing about it is,
Oh,
lyrically,
sorry, Damis, I'm so sorry. For the fact that Whiskey samples your song and still, it doesn't really throw you off of your own version.
And then he
That's
had a
something.
remix with Wizkid.
Yeah.
And then he didn't use it.
He didn't even use it.
Sorry,
there was no need. And lyrically, that album was really good. Kiss Daniel's album, it was not a Tinkoko album.
It's fantastic.
No song is not making sense.
Right now, it's
Every song was
pushing
making
Sin
sense.
City right now.
Sin City, everywhere no matter, even if I'm in a serious meeting and my life is on the line, once Sin City starts, I just have to respect myself. I just start.
I look at when he dropped the album and it's still relevant 90.
So now,
Yes.
Some people dropped albums 2 months later.
Yes.
Nobody
2 months
And
ago.
I have to give him this. I also have to give him video-wise.
Jumbo. Ajay, he uses Ajay, and Ajay kills it.
Look,
Anybody uses Meg. I think
Jumbo.
Has been the one.
Good Time too was
Good
Ajay
Time.
Fillmore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good Time was a great.
Sin City was
Laye.
okay, Meg such.
Jumbo, and then he's building himself into this. I'm such a cute lover boy situation.
Yeah.
Like, make me a lover boy. And he's tall and cute and very child
And the talent
looking.
manager, is that dangerous? Building yourself as a, cute baby.
No, it's not. You know why it's not? You know why it's not dangerous?
Ladies love you.
Because
You're cute.
next year, 2017, my guy can enter with one black leather jacket and give you, you know what? I don't want to love.
Yes.
And I want to
just
be
want
doing
to be-
rubbish up and down.
It's
And I rubbish with you, and you'll be
Kiss
like,
Daniel is
this guy
versatile,
was
yeah.
loving last year.
I know a few
And so,
people,
it works.
I know I've read a few reviews where people are like, they feel he and his label are setting him for a trap because they feel he should be on some collaborations and it's not.
No.
No, you don't need to.
I don't know how true it is. Apparently, to some websites I read, they said that his contractual agreement is that he's not meant to do any collabos outside his label.
No,
I don't know how true it is.
No. The contract, the agreement states.
Okay.
The agreement states that he has to get permission.
Permission.
From them.
Which is
normal.
reasonable.
Which is
normal. Yeah, no,
But that's what happens.
Are you telling me?
but then they don't give him permission.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Because
what
are you trying to
that's
tell me
what
that
they
no
use.
artist has approached Kid Daniel to do a collab?
Of course,
or
a
something?
lot.
Of course, they have. So
A lot.
I don't know, but
And well, being that we're in the industry that we're in, I don't really think a lot of them have approached him and said, I will pay you. So I'm certain some of them are like,
pay
ooh,
artists for feature.
let
I
me,
don't know.
just
I know a lot of A-list artists that don't get paid for.
because I feel
Because
like
they're
they
doing
still
among
do it with their
peers.
friends.
Their
Me,
friends,
I think-
their
I think-
friends.
You
No,
know.
even upcoming artists. I know a lot. I know people like artists like Davido, artists like Ice Prince.
No,
I
Davido
know
doesn't-
very
they
well.
don't collaborate.
They don't
They don't
charge
collaborate.
for collaboration. So there's some facts in that contractual agreement. However, the case may be, I personally,
It hasn't held
I
him
have
back.
no problem with that.
Yeah.
He's doing very
But
well.
at the point, it hasn't held him back.
Exactly.
It
That's what I'm
hasn't.
saying.
It hasn't.
That's held him back. So
It's not even a holdback situation. It's just it would just be more of Kiss Daniel.
It shows him. It shows us how strong he is.
Yeah.
Because some artists they need collaboration.
And then you also have to look at the less is more.
Yeah.
With his Daniel, he stays fresh.
And with all due respect,
Yeah.
I think GWY should be given credit for spotting Kiss Daniel because it's actually raw talent and he stayed on that pace and he's
100% record, like you said.
Like
He
he
hasn't-
doesn't share everything he drops.
He has not
Everything
had
is
one
done
bad
as-
song.
not one bad song.
No.
Not one.
Shout out to Joe. He's done well.
yeah.
Sugar Boy
Yeah.
Kiss Daniel. He has
And Sugar
he has
Boy
gold
had the biggest
mines.
songs of 2016.
He has gold mines. So yeah, Kiss Daniel's done well. So where do we put Kiss Daniel?
Like I said, you know, you should have calmed down.
No. If you're talking about
Dominic.
no disrespect, but if you're talking about the criteria that you guys said, you said
Yeah.
awards,
Yeah.
palm
Yeah,
moves,
seven.
relevance.
You do that seven.
He's not putting
do that
yeah.
seven.
to seven.
I wouldn't put Kiss Daniel above Yemi Alade.
Next on the list, King of the Streets. He always has something for us every single year. Olamide.
I do.
I think Olamide plateaued this year.
Well,
He plateaued.
No,
No,
he
he plateaued.
just stayed on-
He
but-
just stayed on the same
the thing about
level.
Olamide
Nothing, he didn't grow, didn't depreciate. He just maintained it.
yeah,
And
but
I think
you have
it's
to
a
look at
problem.
it since his second album, Olamide has been hot. And this year you might say, oh, he had a weekend, but who you help?
Who you help?
Who you help is a monster.
Every single year.
Well, he
I
does
think
that
this
every
year.
year.
No,
No, this year, I think it was even one of his weakest.
No.
In terms of hit singles.
What he did was
What
laid
you
back.
mean? Who you have? Who you
In terms
have?
of hit singles.
I think what he did was that he laid back and pushed out his artists.
Yes.
Because Lil Kesh
Let's
released his
remember
album,
the label
Adekunle
was,
Gold released his
yeah.
album, he signed Temi Ovasa, the female
Yeah.
person. I think he knew what he was doing. I think
He's
it
also
was
signed
just-
Devoli, also a new artist.
Yeah, exactly. Then the reality is that Olamide, like you said, year in, year out, I don't know what people are expecting from him. He will deliver the hits, yes.
He's a brand right now.
Would he deliver a dance step or a slang or a song that doesn't
Yes.
Influence pop culture.
exactly?
Yeah.
Like a phone company right now, he'll give you the next year. If not something's coming out,
Yes.
you guys will buy it.
The
And I
price
think-
ahead when you up as it started.
And you can't mess with who you are because that was.
And I
too-
think
what was
this
it?
is sorry.
Yeah.
This is another situation whereby you know when musicians are releasing song and they say the viral hits track, and then you're just looking like uncle. There's a reason why it's called viral. Viral actually needs to be a virus.
Viral.
You don't tell us it's viral. We tell you it's viral. You can't tell me that it's a viral track when I've not heard the damn track. You know, and then who you help? Is a viral track. That's a the worst part about it is that I don't really was that song Olamide's song from the get.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
it was.
Eh?
It was.
And then they release it and everybody remaining small. If you
There's
keep it small,
There's a story to
If
that.
you keep it small.
There's a story to that.
a little bit small, I would have done my own version. Just small, like
It was
this.
supposed to feature Davido. That's why there was one verse.
There was that empty.
But Davido was stalling. Just said, you know what? I'll put it out.
Davido was stolen and he was singing in certain places. You go to Snapchat, you hear the beats. And on that day he was like,
You know what?
This song's about to
I'll
be.
let me release
Let
it.
me just do it for my people. So he called his friend and he's like, in fact, let's just do this. You record your record.
And let's not
Just
forget.
let's push
Let's
it.
not forget something about who you help. That was when they called Saving Grace in 2016.
Yep.
That's the only thing one day contributed.
Do you think one day was subbing a particular person that the whole lyrics? So
It seems one day is subbing people lyrics. I don't know.
There's one particular person.
But who's the biggest
Let's not
rapping
talk about
success?
one day because one day is like my.
Paying you.
You know, one day.
What is everybody's
Twist.
what is everybody's guy? Let's see.
Yeah, so
I tell people all the time that boy is one of the most talented people. I
He
can't.
wrote
You
pop
tell
music.
people that.
He wrote pop music in Nigeria.
You have to tell people that.
One day, forget.
So
One day I gotta call. I have to call you.
You'll be alright. One day you'll be alright.
So when does Olamide stay on?
Yeah, let's move to Olamide.
That's a good
Exactly, I said it now.
Do you hear me?
I said it now.
Okay.
Are you sure Olamide should be out too?
For
No, just
now.
did
That's
you
the
hear
reason why I said
yourself
that.
for now?
Okay, for
now.
now.
For now,
It
no
It
problem.
won't last there.
Bro,
Of course, who does not know that? You don't know it because I do. I knew it from the get. But hey,
Even his other brother will kick him out.
it's okay.
Okay.
All right, next person on the list has been able to cross
Hey.
across
Party.
3 industries: comedy,
Bada.
acting,
Only
and
rapper with an
music.
AMVCA.
okay.
Salute.
Wow.
First and foremost, I have to say this. You see this boy.
It's a problem.
Like, yeah.
You see this boy.
Problem.
I met him 7 years ago when I was on radio, and I heard this person, was it Shakara or something? And he had been consistent, but people didn't really take him seriously.
Yeah.
But he kept on being consistent.
Shakara,
He released his first album, and people were like, okay, this is this boy.
He has
Then,
something.
I'm sorry, this guy has a fantastic team, even though they're just 2 guys.
Yes.
Femi and Abuki.
Yes.
There is a
Fast
plan,
has one of
there's
the
a
best
structure.
teams ever in
Yes.
Nigerian music.
This boy has won AMVCA.
Yep.
He has won the BET Award.
Yep.
He was nominated at the Mama Awards.
Yep.
He's been nominated for more awards shows coming up.
Don't forget endorsements.
Endorsements,
It's packing endorsements everywhere.
From telecoms to payment
To tech.
to he just got one
The
for
Checky NG one.
different. There are so many.
It's ridiculous.
This guy is raking in mad money. As in, this boy has made a mad.
And to
influence.
think this guy has no true national hits.
All he has are suggestive hits.
Yeah, just like, oh, this is me, I'm branding myself.
Like, and it's a. You listen to Falz's album, and I said it. I will hold a red cup for this boy on the edit stage if something should just mishappen.
Lyrically,
You know,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
all
I think, but
like. I think people don't take him serious as a
They
rapper.
don't take it serious because of
That's a
the
serious rap album.
That's a
It's
serious,
serious
rap
rap
album.
It's
When I
a
heard-
serious rap
I'll
album.
just say this. I was driving to work. I was listening to the album the moment it came out. What's this last album again?
stories
Stories
that
of Touch.
Praise that touch.
And I heard Chardonnay music.
Oh,
Remember that? I actually
That
parked.
was.
I parked. It stopped. It played. I played it again. I called Files immediately. I said, "Please, who produced this song? You need to start doing music like this." And I posted it on social media, and everybody else started to say, "Look, I thought I was the only one that felt this was my jam." That is a fantastic.
And you can
hit.
actually hear Fowles the lawyer in that song. That was the greatness of it.
do you know why
The
I
phonetics Fowles came
Yes.
out a little bit
Very
at the
articulate,
beginning.
very intelligent.
Oh
Do you know why I
my
even
God.
respect fans? For you to even say, you know what, I'm shooting a video for this. Because a lot of Nigerian rappers have dope rap tracks, but they forget about it. Follow like, you know what, I'm a rapper, I'm shooting this video.
That song.
And it's just
Shooting
that
this video
song.
and then called a whole bunch of people.
That
Just wear your
song.
talks and come in.
That song.
Let's
He
get
sent me
this
a message,
going.
said it, I said, I'll wear talks at this time.
You know?
What are you talking about? I didn't know what I was doing.
Poe and Chin.
Chin.
They killed
No, they killed
that
it.
song.
Killed
Like
it.
if I say, oh, Nigerian rap is bad or anything, but if you want to defend Nigerian rap
Excuse
music,
me.
Yeah, you use Chardonnay.
you punish Chardonnay
I mean,
music.
we had to
Yeah.
identify with him. Started working with him last year on our side, and even co-hosted
Big
Big Friday show. I mean, look, Fowles, I give it to him. The boy is
As in, hats off.
It's-
Hats off. And-
Next on the list is another prince of radio. I mean, according to Play Data Charts, this gentleman's song has been #1 on Nigerian radio for over 16 weeks.
not just radio, TV as well.
TV.
He's a mad boy.
He's a mad boy.
He's a mad boy.
This is techno.
Okay.
Let's talk about
All of
it.
those who doubt, I've always liked techno as a person. He has this swagger that just makes you fall in love as
Call
a
him the
person.
Igbo Chris
Yeah, the Igbo Chris Brown.
Yeah.
So he had.
That's right.
He always had this swagger.
That's right.
But then my only fear for techno was after he did it with dance. He did it with Juro, Wash, and now he did it with Where, even though that didn't really explode. But now he has
It exploded though.
They exploded, but
Where
People just didn't know it was techno.
Didn't know it was like, yeah, true. But then he seemed to be working with the formula, like the same thing. Give me the mid tempo. Let me throw in my
Funny lines.
Yeah, funny lines and everything. But recently, I think he switched that up. It might not have any bearing on this, but who's listening to Rara? His recent
Excuse me.
single.
No,
Yes,
I haven't listened
exactly.
to it.
So yes, that's why I love him. And then it's everywhere. Everybody loves techno.
Yeah,
Everyone.
I'm one of those people that have been monitoring that boy for a while. I remember when before he even signed to Pulse.ng, when he had this song Holiday featuring Davido.
Yeah, that was the beginning.
That was
Yes.
a lovely song. There was another track he featured Ice Prince on. I can't remember the title of the track right now.
So you mean cool? He did. We mixed Ice Prince.
Okay, cool. Then he now signed Pulse.ng. Then I remember he released Dance. Then I didn't know who it was back then. I just loved the song. And the story to that song goes as thus. There's a certain artist, I won't mention his name. E. Kelly gave it to that artist. The artist was dulling on the track. Techno visits E. Kelly one day. E. Kelly goes down there to get something. By the time he gets some, Techno has voiced all over the track. Yeah. I was like, let's release it. And that was it. The song just went boom.
If I had
The beats, oh my god, E. Kelly, respect.
No wonder there was so many blah 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 in the song. Oh wow, that makes so much sense. But you know something, I have to give it techno. That's the only song that lyrically you can't get it. It's rubbish.
Then Ubi Franklin sent the Duro track and said it was, but they just wanted to release the track. And what did I think? He played it for me once and I said, dude, release the song right now. He said, like, yes, they released it now. Don't do artwork, just put it on there. Duro was a massive tune.
was
Like,
in trouble.
representatives from Sony Colombia actually flew to America to go and see him when he was on holiday. They went to look for him, right? That boy is fantastic. He's a great artist. He's a great producer, great singer, dancer, football player. He's talented everywhere.
And his presence
and his
is amazing.
Social media
It
content.
can be.
You know, I like the fact that he's a.
He doesn't take himself serious.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how much techno does not make sense. But that all those videos, as stupid and senseless as they are, they make so much sense. You must never stop. Just keep releasing any stupid thing you think of. Just give us.
Top quality,
You know, and you see the thing about it is you look at techno, like the hairstyle now that he has, that he packed it up.
Yeah.
Now, which
You
one? He
know,
has a
it's
lot.
just the new
one.
one
Okay,
where
Chinese.
you know it's slick and the Chinese looking, Japanese.
Yeah.
You know, thank you. Techno.
I remember
I don't
you saw
know.
the reaction
I don't
from the
know.
crowd at the Mamas when he was announced the winner.
Yes.
You know, when he won
Yes.
a newcomer, the best newcomer act.
It's just he's.
The song is a record. When you keep, even the East Africans that Panad, the song reached, they're like, what are you saying? Everywhere.
But that was not that song that
That's not viral.
you put on your TV.
You just crossed.
You go out like your radio like
And you have to. We have to say that techno is now one of the guys. He is the musician now that releases a song, and not a lot of people wait to know whether it's a jam or not. They will just play it.
They just go with the flow.
Because to them, just feel like,
And he had the popular-
how bad can it really?
And for his song, he had the most popular intro. But like, give me. Before you even say
My
that,
sister-in-law is very upset.
when they got played the beginning of that track,
Can you feel like
Can anybody stop using
You just be like, hello, hi, what's your name? For like, give me love.
so Techno had a mad year though.
Yeah,
And he also MTN deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
endorsement deal amongst other, because some other deals. But the more important thing is that now that we finished talking, where is it going to be on this list?
That is the cuckoo.
Take.
Also, wait, we didn't really delve into his Sonny.
Yeah, I don't really know.
They've not announced.
They've not, it's not an official announcement.
So what was that picture on social media?
No, the thing is, I think
they're waiting to announce it in a better way.
No, they've not even finished signing it. I call Ubi, and Ubi's like, okay, this is just the preliminary.
Okay.
I think in January they have to go down there because it's not Sony Music Africa.
It's
actually
Sony Music
International.
Oh wow.
So
Okay, so this is
So obviously, they are
So
indicating.
it won't be
They started the process.
Then
The
we
first parts have been
have to
signed, but it has to go there for it.
Techno,
So,
trust
yeah.
me, even before Sony, there are so many labels within Nigeria that have pitched to Ubi to sell off like football club.
It is to sell you. Are you
Yeah,
selling
but
your
how-
player?
Where to buy
Gareth
What will
buy
it
artists now.
cost to sign this boy?
Gareth Bale.
Because when the
People
total
buy artists.
I mean-
when the total package is young, he's good looking, he's a producer as
He's
well.
light skinned.
You don't have to wait for. Oh.
Well, you said it.
Yeah.
There are some people that are struggling to be it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we see some people that
Everybody-
are becoming lighter and lighter.
You don't need to sub everybody.
People are becoming like that.
I think Techno should be at
I think 3 is a good position.
3.
I think 3 or 4 is a
This is
good.
what I'm talking about Nigeria. Techno should be at 3.
3 is a good
Such a difficult job to
position. See
do.
why I
So
think so.
everyone is moving down.
Everybody's moving down.
Everybody.
Hello.
So,
Wonderful.
I know. I told you.
So next on the list is an Eastern god. We all know who this is. Not the other gentleman. The other one. The other guy.
The beast from the east.
Yeah.
They say it's the beast from the east.
Yeah, now when
I love
We
that.
know.
Father, I was like, take me away. This new style, me, I like bars. Then, like 2 weeks later, I went outside. I heard a mechanic guy playing it from the workshop. I went further again, another person was playing it. A little kid was singing it, and I'm like, come, what is happening here? And Father not only became one of the biggest hits of 2016, Loki was the biggest gospel song of 2016. That is.
I think
Before look at Connect.
Even
Connect, start from Connect.
Connect was like a prelude. There's something bigger.
But you know what it is? I think that Father came at a good time. With everything going on in the country, the doom, the gloom, people looking for hope. We just
doom, gloom, everything. Let's just call a spade a spade. Father is the biggest song of 2016. Because immediately your song leaves all of us that are clubbing and doing all those bad things, and then you are sitting, because I was sitting in somewhere where inside another church they are doing choir service, and you are here. Let's take it from the top. Father, and you're just looking like wow. So I'm going to church now. You hear it in the club on Friday night, and then you go Sunday morning, and when they say offering time, blessing time, someone stands up and say Father. How many people did that? We had Korede Bello do that with Godwin.
Yeah.
How many people do that? It's not easy for your song to be played club, church, street and wedding. Come on.
You shot it
Come
down
on.
everywhere.
If you get all of that, we're good. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And not too many artists have had that kind of situation.
Let's not forget. He dropped his album. Philo is no ordinary rapper. This is one of the best rappers in Nigeria. If not the best, the hottest right now. And he gave us a pop tune that shot even other pop artists up. Like you guys are not doing it. So man, Philo, phenomenal year for him.
And on his album as well, he has music that is not naturally Phino.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you understand?
He
like that, I'm a fan.
Yeah, that's my job.
Do you understand? You listen to it and you're still thinking, is it him or is it not him?
You know what? I'm interested in Larry's opinion, because Larry has just taken to the paper and he's making notes.
Tell us your notes. Boo.
No, it's just you don't expect anything less from Phino. I mean, he's very charismatic. He I don't know what juice he's drinking or what water he's drinking, but it seems this style that he switched to all of a sudden. I know people were a bit skeptical initially that.
Yeah, when some singles you drop, you're looking shaky.
Right.
If you don't get it, then connect, then to Fala. Poof.
But he released "It's Sure For Me" before then.
Yes.
He grew up.
It's Sure For Me came after Connect.
Yeah.
That's the It's Sure For Me is dope. You know, when I heard the song at first, I'm like, But then you listen to it, that song stays.
There's nothing of Phino
stays.
Then his love song again.
Pino speaking.
Yes.
Pino
and then let's also talk about the fact that Phino Fest was actually a humongous success.
Just like
I think it's still one of the biggest concerts.
And the amazing thing about it is he doesn't shut down in Lagos as oh my God, I'm a big ass here. He goes back home to shut it down with uncountable artists. You understand what I mean? It might not get the PR that it's supposed to get in Lagos because it's not happening in Lagos. But let me tell you this, Phino Fest, huge hits, huge success, and it's no surprise that every artist is willing to fly down to go and perform for him in that place. And it's just, he's an amazing person. Even standing by him, he's an amazing person, an amazing artist, and
he's big in
this is his biggest year so far.
It's amazing. It's his big, and he's had big years.
Man of the year was 014. Was silly. 013, 14.
Awards, year review, success, relevance,
pop culture moments.
You're changing his hairstyle. The persona, and he dresses well.
He's styling his imagery.
Oh my days.
He gets it. Okay, Whiskey, Phino, Techno, Fowls, Olamide, Davido, Yemi Alade, Pato Ranking, Kiss Daniel, and Tiwa Savage.
Okay. So,
all right, that
honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Yes, we do have to mention. I mean, 2016 was a very interesting year, especially when it came to breakouts.
Yeah, there's only one breakout.
Yes, it seemed like there was only one.
The only one. Doesn't seem
and
like
he
there's just one.
grew organically.
In 2013, right?
Can I think this is the only time I don't want to be humble about this. So I would just say.
I know what you want to say.
What else?
But let me just say what I was saying.
I say what you
Yeah, say it.
No, I know the level.
Say.
In 2013, when I was working in another place, right? There was this guy. He was just playing some particular songs from one artist. Okay. I said, this is this guy. He's in Ghana. He's trying to do his thing. I said, he's in Nigeria. Yes. Now play me a bunch of his songs. I said, well, these songs are nice and everything. You know. 3 years later, this guy is known as Mr. Easy. Yeah. And he's the hottest thing right now in the streets. Yeah. No, not only in Nigeria, but also in London.
Oh my days.
The boy is turning down shows in Nigeria.
Even last year.
Because he wants to perform in London.
Even last year, someone was even last year. This is an L for me. Someone was looking. Yeah, true. Someone was trying to put me on Mr. Easy. They're like, this is Mr. Easy. He's doing everything. He's doing. I'm like, but I know him as Tosin and Jibade. I'm like, well, and he's big in Ghana. He's not big in Ghana. He said, but he's the next. I'm like, nah. And then all of a sudden, skin tight.
Skin tight. It's just. The point about Mr. Easy is not just that. Oh, he's a hot pop artist. He came with a new sound.
He did.
Different sound.
I know
with a different sound.
He came with a different sound.
He came with a new sound, and everybody.
Different sound, different aura.
It just shows that.
Different aura, different vibe.
And everybody right now is featuring him on it.
As in,
it just shows that at the point we were tired of the song we were listening to, we just didn't realize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Realize it came up with a couple of that kind of
And I think 2016 was a year of actually playing with new sounds.
Yeah.
Everybody is trying to
Everybody
show you that they're musically conscious.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be woke. Everybody want to, they want to be the one telling you about a new artist.
This year there was a shift. Like
There was.
There was a shift.
There was.
This was responsible for
2016 is basically the year of the easy.
It is. Because it's so ridiculous how you go to this station, they played this song. It is hard for me to not play Mr. Easy in 6 hours of my show on Saturday and not play him at least 2 or 3 times. Because you try to play another song. I mean, you come up with a song like Illbliss's Jam Online that is such a jam. Mr. Easy is featured in it.
Yeah.
You come up with it's ridiculous. You want to play Skin Tight, but you're like, you know what, we played it too much, let's play something else. Yeah. So you pick like, hold up. You understand? That has Dami Crane in it that we've not even heard for such a long while.
Yeah.
But it's just, nah. I have to give it to him. And I have to say, Mr. Easy, next year.
Yeah. The time I knew was a star was when he put up a video of him performing in London. And I was about to start playing, as Skin Tight just hit. The whole crowd.
Everybody's side.
I just not like 200, 300, like 1,000, 2,000.
Yes.
In England. I'm like, nah.
You dropped it. You dropped the mic. Let's leave it.
Okay.
Let's leave it.
All right.
So
everybody here is thinking.
yes.
But me, I'm not. But bro.
And I promise you,
I
I'm in a woman empowerment station.
Based on impact. Based on what this boy has done this year.
This year alone. You know, you click reset on Nigerian pop music this year.
Yeah.
He's featured on everybody's track. I think this is a boy that Whiskey had to sign him. Don't forget
You talk to co-sign because it's not a full-on. It's like a partnership. Whatever it is. But you see, and you see that signing thing. That signing thing came at the appropriate time because Skin Tight was building. It has entered the market. They started playing it at wedding. And immediately your song enter wedding, you are finished. You are finished.
So can you
and then
kindly
add
Mr. Easy to that list and remove.
First remove.
I'll tell you something, and Larry said it, and I think we all agree. One other notable mention is Simi.
Yes.
The reason why I'm also going to put her on the list is because it takes a lot for women to make it in the Nigerian music industry. We've realized that. Do you understand? It's so much easier for a guy to just come, just drop on, jam, everybody's dancing, everybody's moving. You understand? At one point in life, Tiwa Savage was that person. She would just come, she gave us Kele love, she just throwing it, it's jam, dancing here and there. And other female artists are trying to catch up. They're trying to be like, oh, should I go to Tiwa Savage? Tiwa Savage is making it. Should I bring my backup dancers? Should I wear bomb shorts? Should I jump? Should I, everybody's trying to make that. Yeah. Simi comes with the tiniest voice that has power and enters music and is, she is a worthy,
what blows my mind?
over-worthy mention.
You know what blows my mind with that girl? She actually mixes and masters and produces.
Amazing.
Do you know how hard it is? I've met guys, male producers that tell you they only master, they don't mix, because mixing is a problem.
It will run out, you'll make you lose your mind.
Exactly.
So that girl she's amazing. And I'll tell you another thing. It's hard for you to be on a track and everybody knows that is who is on the track.
Yeah. For me,
Do you know right now, no matter the artist, unknown or known, if you put Simi on the track, your song will be identified by the fact that Simi is on the track.
Yeah.
People want to listen.
Do you understand? She is
has a popular
large
great-
following.
And I joined
Great
stuff
with Fowls is
And chemistry,
I mean,
quote unquote, to Fowls is
yes.
just fantastic.
everything works, and
worked.
All right,
you
guys.
know, those who have Simi in their palms, you better
She's in
know
good
what
hands.
it is.
We're going to talk more about Simi.
Yeah.
So-
but in the meantime, all right. These are the top 10 artists of 2016. At number 10, Mr. Easy. Number 9, Kiss Daniel. Number 8, Pato Rankin. Number 7, Yemi Alade. Number 6, Davido. Number 5, Olamide. Number 4, Fowls. Number 3, Techno. Number 2, Fino. And number 1, Wizkid.
Pablo.
Pablo.